One of the most common questions that I get in my practice is, do I need to stop doing the things that I enjoy that are bringing me pain? Like a runner is a great example. They're running and they get pain in their knee while running. And maybe they're even told this, like, oh, you just need to chill out. You just need to stop doing that thing. And so a lot of people have it in their mind that they're making it worse by doing that. While there is some truth to that, because there's something being irritated, my answer to that is almost all the time, no. Now, let me just preface this by saying that, yes, there are some times where you do need to stop doing something because you're gonna cause severe damage. Like if you break your femur, right, and you keep trying to walk on it, it's gonna make it worse. It's gonna delay the healing, and the healing's actually gonna be worse than if you were to go through a phase of resting it before you rehab it. Sure, but almost all the time, it's actually better to stay active and keep doing what you love. Now, here's the thing that we need to tweak though. If we're getting pain while doing something, there's obviously something going wrong. There's something that needs to be changed, tweaked. Maybe there's some mechanical thing. That's something for, that's why you hire someone like me to figure that out. And the benefit of staying active, there's a lot of benefits. One, you get to feel hopeful that you can continue doing this thing and you can feel better while you're doing it. Number two is that as you go through the process of rehabbing it, you get to see in real time what effects the changes you're making are having on your recovery. I'll give you an example. When I injured my back a while back, like 2017 or something like that, I injured it squatting, and I went to go play volleyball. I loved playing volleyball at the time. That was my thing. And I went to go like bend forward and pick up the ball, and just shooting pain down my back. It hurt so bad. And I remember thinking, like, I could figure this out. I'm about to go to PT school. And I tried like different types of bracing my core. And I tried one little tweak of it, and I went down to go pick up the ball the next time. And I had no pain that time. This was like 2 weeks after my injury. And I was like, that's cool. That was one of the real pivotal moments throughout my career that just made me realize how much control we have over our bodies. But that's one example of, like, if I were to stop and rest, first of all, I'd get weaker through that whole process. I wouldn't be doing what I enjoy doing. But I wouldn't have that feedback, that real-time feedback of, oh, I try this and this works. That feels a little bit better. And the other thing is that a lot of times if we stop doing that thing that causes us pain, if it's overhead press, you're getting shoulder pain when you're doing overhead press, or you just stand up from a chair and you're getting pain, or squatting, if you just stop doing that thing, a lot of times you will feel better. And that's why it's insidious. That's why this is told so many times to people by professionals who quite honestly don't know how else to help people. And that's why they say just stop doing the thing, because it's easier than actually finding a real solution that'll help people continue doing the thing that they love. It will feel better, but the problem is once you go back to doing that thing that you've always wanted to get back to doing, now you're back at square one. You're even weaker than before. And a lot of times it just comes back. And so you don't actually solve the problem, you just avoid it. And avoiding our problems doesn't always turn out that well. Sometimes it does. Most of the time it doesn't. So by far the best thing to do is to face the problem and figure out ways to move through it. And that's definitely possible. It's been possible for me my whole life. I've figured out ways to solve little aches and pains that I have, and that's ultimately my greatest interest in my life. And so I realized that's what I'm meant to do for other people, because it's just fun, straight up.